Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Welcome to lesson number 33. And inshallah, today we are going to start the commanding and forbidding of the commands from the Fi'l Mudari. We are going to learn how to ask someone not to do something in Arabic. When we are forbidding someone from doing something, it has to be occurring at that moment. So this is only relevant to present tense fi'l, since we can't forbid someone in the past. Also, we must be talking directly to them, so we can only forbid using the you versions of the present tense form. And you know what are they? Anta, antuma, antum, anti, antuma, antunna. So how do we turn a normal present tense fail into a commanding and forbidding fail? So let's start, inshallah. We already know about the two main types of the tenses, the fail madi, past tense, and fail mudari. And we know that there are other fail, you can say, coming from fail mudari. So the third and the fourth are the fail nahi and fail am. So the forbidding fail nahi is considered type of command, which is why it is grouped together with failure. Both of these types are constructed using the failure mudare as your base, and that is why we are going to learn these failure nahi and failure will with failure mudare. So has already been told that when it comes to commanding and forbidding, we are always concerned only about only with the second person pronouns from anta till antunna, anta antuma antum, anti antuma antunna. So because you cannot command or forbid yourself, the first person, or someone who is not present, the third person. So afal are uh, grouped together in four: Fele Madi, Fele Mudare, and Fele Nahi and Fele which are connected with some changes in Fele Mudare. The Fele Nahi is called forbidding, and Fele is called the command. So here, just recall your detached pronouns chart, الضمائر المنفصلة. You know that what are they? هو هما هم هي هما هن أنت أنتما أنتم أنتِ أنتما أنتن أنا and نحن. So as we are going to apply the rules of forbidding and commanding on أنت أنتما أنتم أنتِ أنتما أنتن, the مخاطب, or you can say the second persons only. There are some rules for changing فعل مضارع into forbidding or فعل نهي, because it is quite simpler. So we are going to start with the forbidding and then we will go on with the command. So how we are going to change our fail mudari into forbidding? We are going to apply three rules to a fail. Let's see what are they. So start with fail in the second person, mudari form. Your pronoun should match with the one being called. Like if you are calling someone that is a masculine, then you are going to say use anta version. If it is feminine, then you are going to use the anti, and just like that, the antuma and antunna and antum forms. For all of them, or that you are talking to, you are going to say antum. You're going to use the antum form. So the next is change the file in the lightest form. You know how to make a fail lightest by putting a sukoon. We have already done this and we have discussed this as well. And the last one is put a la in front of the fail. So there are three steps we are going to follow to change our fail mudare into forbidding or fail nahi. starting with the fail, taking the second person sigha for fail mudari, match with the one being forbidden. Then we are going to change the fail into its lightest form, and then we are going to put Allah in front of the fail. Here's a fail mudari معلوم chart. هو يفعل هما يفعلان هم يفعلون. هي تفعل هما تفعلان هن يفعلن. أنت تفعل أنتما تفعلان أنتم تفعلون. أنت تفعلين أنتما تفعلان أنتن تفعلن. أنا أفعل نحن نفعل. So here we are going to use only أنت أنتما أنتم أنتي أنتما أنتن to change our فعل مضارع into forbidding or فعل नहीं. So these are the steps we are going to follow. Start off with the normal second person. Any second person we can take. Let's take the example Anti taf'alina. Anti taf'alina. So here, what is the first one? We took like we want to command or we want to forbid some female. So we are going to use the second person, the Anti version for that. Anti taf'alina. Second step was to make that lightest. That is by dropping. We know that the rules for making the lightest form. If it is Dhamma, we are going to change into Sukoon. If it is a Noon, we are going to drop the Noon. So here, drop the Noon. The Hunna and Antunna version will remain the same, but here it is Anti, so we are going to drop the Noon. So it will be Tafali. Now the last step was to put Allah in front of the fail. So put Allah, la taf'ali. So here it is changed into the forbidding tense. We are starting with the second person, then we made it lightest, and then we put Allah. So we can use these sighas to make the faili nahi tenses. So here, look at the chart. Anta la tansur, antuma la tansura, antum la tansuru, anti la tansuri, antuma la tansura, antumna la tansurna. So here you know that anta la tansur means you don't help. Antuma la tansura, you too don't help. Antum la tansuru, all of you don't help. Here you can see the vowel jama with alif al farika, and we have already learned about the rules for vowel jama'a and the alif al farika. Anti la tansuri, you don't help. The female, the feminine version. Antuma la tansura, you too don't help. Antunna la tansurna, all of you don't help. So this is the forbidding chart for fairly nahi chart for the one being forbidden. So here we know that as we are going to apply this rule, the forbidding rule, only on these 6 sighas, 3 for masculine and 3 for feminine. أنت لا تنصر أنتم لا تنصرا أنتم لا تنصروا أنت لا تنصري أنتم لا تنصرا أنتن لا تنصرنا. So in this way you are going to use any words and apply the forbidding rules on that tense, on that failure mudare, and you can inshallah change that fail into forbidding. With that, inshallah, I conclude this session. Barakallahu li wa lakum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.